Happy back to Hogwarts Day, and welcome to our global live streaming celebration of the Wizarding World, presented by the Harry Potter Fan Club. Today
Hello? Testing, testing, testing.
11th September. Last Mall. Shop now. Looking for the right facial cleanser?
Halo, Assalamualaikum. Good morning semua. Dr. Bong boleh dengar suara saya?
Boleh dengar kata, dapat dengar. Ya.
Boleh dengar.
Oh, okey, Dr. Sah.
Writing's not that easy, but
Okey. Okey, yang berusaha Ketua Unit Penyidikan Inovasi dan Komersial Dr. Hafsah binti Muhammad Sabli. Yang berusaha Pengarah Program Techon 2021 Encik Muhammad Sobri bin Suhaili. Yang berusaha Timbalan Pengarah Program 1 Dr. Bong Siowi. Doktor-doktor, para moderator, AJK, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang dihormati sekalian. Okey, Alhamdulillah, bersyukur kita kehadrat ilahi kerana pagi ini kita semua diizinkan untuk berkumpul di acara raptai ataupun rehearsal Majlis Techon 2021 yang akan dilangsungkan beberapa minggu lagi lah. Okay, saya selaku floor manager dan timbalan pengarah 2 yang telah diamanahkan untuk menyusun dan dibantu dengan AJK yang sangat mantap dan committed untuk merealisasikan kita punya Techon 2021 ni. Okay, jadi hari ini saya diamanahkan untuk memberikan taklimat sedikit lah sebelum acara rehearsal kita bermula. Okey, so saya tanpa buang masa lagi, saya teruskan dengan kita punya perancangan pada hari inilah sebelum kita memulakan majlis raptai. Okey, acara raptai hari ini kita akan mulakan dengan majlis perasmian dahulu. Jadi saya sharekan sedikitlah untuk rujukan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Kita punya Okey, untuk raptai pada hari ini kita akan mulakan dengan majlis perasmian dahulu. Okey, yang akan berlangsung secara automatik lah ataupun secara rakaman. Jadi semua yang telah dirakam kita akan just mainkan. And then dia akan berlangsung mengikut flow yang sebenar lah. Jadi pada pagi sepatutnya daripada welcoming address by MC, lepas tu kita akan ada national anthem lah. Mula dengan lagu Malaysia, lepas tu Indonesia, bacaan doa, lepas tu ada montage. Tapi montage kita akan hold dululah. Jadi yang ni kita akan gantikan dengan yang lain. Jadi untuk speech acting director Politeknik Mukah, seterusnya kita ada speech by director of Politeknik Negeri Sambas. Seterusnya keynote speakers, virtual photo session. Okey, dan akan berakhir di situ. Dan seterusnya kita akan terus pergi kepada keynote speech yang sepatutnya akan berlangsung di dalam bilik pembentangan yang telah disediakan. Okey, jadi untuk sesi pagi ni nanti, bila dah habis sehingga ke bahagian virtual photo session tu, jadi tapi yang ni kita tak ni lah, yang ni hari sebenar. Jadi saya difahamkan bahawa nanti AJK Session C akan beri satu taklimat kepada semualah. Okay, bila dah habis kita punya opening ceremony ni nanti. Jadi dimohon untuk semua terus berada di dalam link kita ni lah. Okay, seterusnya bila dah selesai taklimat tu daripada Dr. Chen, kalau tak silap. Okay, daripada AJK Session C, seterusnya semua moderator dan online presentation dan semua yang terlibat lah akan bergerak ke link bilik yang telah disediakan. Okey, bilik masing-masing. Jadi dalam bilik ni nanti semua akan testing seperti biasalah untuk sesi pembentangan. Apa yang kita sangat harapkan pada waktu tu adalah video boleh dimainkan lah dengan lancar. Jadi video kita tak mainkan full lah ataupun semua pada dalam bilik tu, just ambil sampel saja untuk tengok dia punya transition tu. Okey ke tak okey. Jadi masa ni nanti mohon untuk AJK online presentation juga untuk pastikan bahawa video yang dimainkan tu bolehlah dimainkan. Takut dekat bilik tu ada software yang tak match dengan kita punya video format. Okey, seterusnya bila dah selesai dalam bilik, rasanya mungkin tak lama kot untuk testing tu saja. And then mohon untuk semua kembali semula kepada link yang asal tadi. Okey, yang kita opening tadi. So next kita akan buat closing ceremony pula. Okey, jadi closing ceremony sama juga seperti opening. Dia akan berlangsung secara automatik lah ataupun secara rakaman. Video kita akan mainkan, tunjuk flow tu. Cuma mungkin dari segi award presentation nanti kita mungkin nak tengok macam mana kita nak test sebab perlu menyebut kita punya pemenang. Tetapi untuk rehearsal ni kita just bagi tahu ni sajalah. Dia tak full ni. Okey, saya rasa itu sahajalah untuk perjalanan raptai kita pada hari ini. Kita tengok macam mana keadaan dia. Nanti boleh bagi feedback. Okey, saya rasa itu sahaja. Sekian, terima kasih. Okey, semoga semuanya berjalan dengan lancar.
Fatah, kita gerak ke bilik ke tunggu lepas raptai tu?
Bergerak ke bilik.
Belum kah? Masuk kah?
Opening dulu, opening.
Opening dulu, okey.
Opening dulu. Okey.
Okey.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly.
Video memang tak ada suara ke, Cik Fatah?
Of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you.
Dah dapat dengar suara ke?
Masih belum.
Okey, sekejap. Okey, dapat dengar dah semua?
Okey. Dengar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. Before we start, I would like
Echo
to
sangat
get
kuat,
your
echo.
response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you.
Bunyi echo kuat dah.
Okey, ada echo Kejap.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin
Masih lagi
shortly.
ada echo lah.
Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if they are. Kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you.
Okay, kita akan start kembali untuk rehearsal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout the ceremony. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Yang berbahagia, Mr. Mahyus, patron of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021 and Director of Polytechnic Negeri Sambas, Indonesia. Dr. Ishaq bin Muhammad, Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education, Malaysia. Dr. Saifuddin Kumar bin Abdullah, Senior Assistant Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education, Malaysia. Yang berusaha, Mr. Muhammad Sani bin Said, Chairman of Techon 2021. Officers from the Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Directors and Deputy Directors of Polytechnics and Community College, Malaysia, Dr. Hafsah binti Muhammad Sabli, Head of Research, Innovation and Commercialization, Polytechnic Mukah, Sarawak, Head of Departments, Head of Unit of Polytechnic and Community College, Malaysia, Mr. Muhammad Sobri bin Suhaili, Program Director for Techon 2021, Deputy Directors and Organizing Committees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Excellencies and Honorable Guests, welcome to the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference Techon 2021 Opening Ceremony. My name is Felicia Fizi-Welling, and on behalf of the Organizing Committee of Techon 2021, we are honored to have all of you, our distinguished guests, as part of our 2-day conference. Thank you for your support and contribution in ensuring the success of Techon 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, guests of honor, let us take a moment and observe the national anthem of Malaysia, Negaraku, followed by the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed any further, I would like to call upon Mr. Muhammad Shahaziz Amir bin Sahmat for the dua recitation. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let us raise our hands for a moment while bowing our heads to pray, meditate, and ask Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala that what we do in today's activities, may Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala bless us. Before starting the prayer, allow me to lead the opening prayer by praying according to the religion of Islam. Al-Fatiha. Amin amin bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allahumma innaka khallaqul azim, innaka sami'ul alim, innaka ghafurur rahim, innaka rabbul arshil azim. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Praise be to God, the Lord of the worlds. Peace and blessings be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, and for those who follow his example until the judgment day. Ya Allah, on this blessed morning, in conjunction with the 6th International Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, we beseech you and grateful towards you in favor of all the infinite blessing to us, our humble servant, to live in safe and prosperous life. We seek your blessing for a flawless progress of this event from this beginning until the end. We seek our guidance to stay clear of event that will detrimental the progress of this event. Ya Latif, Ya Rahman, please bless us with your tawfiq and hidayah. Please guide us to greatness, peace, glory, and prosperity in this world and the hereafter. Make us a responsible intellectual. Unite us in elevating technology and innovation internationally. Grant us with valuable knowledge that will be beneficial to mankind in order to gain your mardatillah. Make us your righteous servant that follow your commands and neglect the sinful act. Please forgive us for our wrongdoing. Ya Munzil al-Barakah, bestow peace to all country, especially Malaysia and Indonesia. Preserve us from any threat and disaster, especially COVID-19, neither man-made nor natural disaster. And to you, Ya Allah, we ask your security and prosperity upon us, our leaders, and our country. Bestow patience in us in order to face the challenge from you. Please accept our deeds and please reward us accordingly. Rabbana alayka tawakkalna wa ilayka anabna wa alaykal masir. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Shahaziz Amir bin Sahmat, for the dua recitation. Ladies and gentlemen, guests of honor, moving on to the next agenda, we shall be having a montage presenting the Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021.
Don't miss out the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021. Introducing our lineup of keynote speakers, experts in the respective fields of science and technology, engineering, social science, and information technology. They are Associate Professor Dr. Hiram Ding, Associate Professor Dr. Shanti Faridah Saleh, Associate Professor Dr. Fariza Khalid, Dr. Pipit Angriani, Dr. Carlison Lumban Batu, and Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Sabrina Ahmad.
See you there at Techon.
Thank you very much and congratulations for the splendid montage by the organizing committee. Distinguished guests, Technology and Innovation International Conference, or Techon, is an academic conference organized by Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia, in collaboration with Polytechnic Negeri Sambas, Indonesia, and other collaborating partners, which are Polytechnic Muka Sarawak, Polytechnic Negeri Sriwijaya, Indonesia, Polytechnic Negeri Pontianak, Indonesia, and IANA Miracle Training and Consultancy Center, Sendirian Berhad. The first Techon started back in 2015, which was held in Kuching, Sarawak, followed by the second Techon in 2016, which was also held in Kuching, Sarawak. In the following year, Techon 2017, we brought our presenters and researchers to our beautiful neighboring country as it was hosted in Bandung, Indonesia. Next, for the fourth Techon, Techon 2018, was held in Miri, Sarawak, followed by the fifth Techon, Techon 2019, which was held in Bintulu, Sarawak. And that brings us to this year, the sixth Techon, Techon 2021, and of course, our very first virtual conference. With the theme of the conference, Strengthening TVET Education in the Industrial Revolution 4.0 during the COVID-19 pandemic, the Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, act as a platform for academicians and researchers to share their expertise, ideas, and experience in strengthened TVET education on the pandemic era. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please lend us your ears as we listen to the welcoming address by the chairman of Techon 2021, Mr. Muhammad Sani bin Said. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia Bapak Mahyus, Patron of 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021 and Director of Polytechnic Negeri Sambas, Indonesia. Yang berbahagia Dr. Ishaq bin Muhammad, Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Dr. Engineer Ahmad Taqwa, Director of Polytechnic Negeri Sriwijaya, Indonesia. Dr. Insinyur H. Muhammad Tasin, Director of Polytechnic Negeri Pontianak, Indonesia. Yang berbahagia Dr. Saifuddin Kumar bin Abdullah, Senior Assistant Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education. Mr. Iskandar bin Ridwan, Deputy Director of Polytechnic Muka. Director and Deputy Director, Head of Departments, and Head of Units from Polytechnics and Community Colleges. The respected keynote speakers yang berusaha Mr. Muhammad Sobri bin Suhaili, Program Directors of Techon 2021, Deputy Directors, Juries and Moderators, Main Organizing Committees and Executive Committee members of Techon 2021, distinguished guests, presenters, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Organizing Committee, it is my great honor and pleasure to welcome you to the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, or Techon 2021. Techon is an international conference in the area of technology, research and innovation, jointly organized by Research and Innovation Center, Jabatan Pendidikan Politeknik and College Community, in collaboration with Politeknik Negeri Sambas Indonesia, Politeknik Muka Sarawak, Politeknik and College Community Zone Borneo, Politeknik Negeri Sriwijaya Indonesia, and Politeknik Negeri Pontianak Indonesia. This event was previously planned to be held as a physical conference. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have decided to call this event as a virtual conference. With modern technologies, we thrive to be connected globally. Distinguished guests, we are fortunate to have the support from all the joint organizers for this event, especially to our strategic partner, IANA Miracle Training and Consultancy Center. We would like to extend our gratitude to all the participants that contribute to the submission of their research papers and innovations. The committee has received 108 total of papers submitted. All from those submitted papers, almost all papers will be presented on the conference. Additionally, thank you to the Technical Program Committee and the reviewers for the support on the reviewing process, as well as keep the quality of the manuscript. On this conjunction, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to our outstanding keynote speakers, Dr. Pipit Agriani from Politeknik Manufaktur Negeri Bandung, Associate Professor Dr. Fariza Khalid from Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia or UKM, Associate Professor Dr. Hiram Ting from UCSI University Malaysia, who also the Ambassador for Emerald Publishing East Asia, Associate Professor Dr. Shanti Faridah binti Saleh from University Malaysia Sarawak or UNIMAS, Dr. Kadisan Lamban Batu SE from Polytechnic State of Pontianak, and Associate Professor Technologist Dr. Sabrina binti Ahmad from University Technical Malaysia Melaka or UTM. These keynote speakers will accommodate the participants with fruitful discussion and offer their expertise to the table to be feasted by the participants. On the account of this, all the participants should take it for granted and be highly inspired by our keynote speakers. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, the theme for the conference is Strengthening TVET Education in the Industrial Revolution, or IR 4.0, during COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. The pandemic has affected many fields globally, and without knowing the end of it, we should keep on moving and thriving against it. TVET education has given a huge impact on our industries in Malaysia, and after surviving a year in this pandemic, we should take the opportunity and evolve alongside the technological development, the Industrial Revolution 4.0. Thus, the innovation that we will bring together in this conference might be a feasible breakthrough. Distinguished guests, to end my speech, please allow me to wish you all the best to your successful deliberation in this conference, and particularly wish our distinguished guests from abroad to stay safe. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you and happy conference.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Sani bin Said, for the welcoming address to the participants of the conference. Distinguished guests, with over hundreds of papers submitted and to be presented along with the 6 keynote sessions spread over the 2-day conference, Techon 2021 owes its success not only to the hardworking committee from Polytechnic Muka Sarawak, but also the tremendous support of our strategic collaborating partners. Ladies and gentlemen, guests of honor, it is now with great honor and privilege I welcome Mr. Mahius, the patron of Techon 2021, to deliver his address and officiate the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021. Please welcome Mr. Mahius.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, praise to Allah, the Almighty, for His blessing and compassion. We are here meeting in this 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021. As this conference aims to bring together leading academicians and professionals from various disciplines ranging from science and technology up to education studies. It gives me immense pleasure to humbly welcome the and participation from our researcher and presenter to share innovation, ideas, issue, recent trend, and future direction in the related field for the benefit of future knowledge and science. With them strengthening TIFET, Education in Industry Revolution 4.0 during COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. I believe Techon 2021 can serve as the best platform for all the researchers to discuss and present their respective insightful thoughts in embracing the new challenges in this recent game-changing era. Idea and result of academic research highlighted in this conference may be applied to address the current and prospective issue encountered by the industry and community, as the investment in technology continues to provide new mechanism and approach for the benefit of TIFET educational. The culture of innovation and collaboration must be continuous, nurtured, and explored to see Asian countries, especially Malaysia, Indonesia, and other participating countries, stand proudly with other productive and innovative nations around the world. Finally, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all great success at the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021. Also, a huge appreciation to all members of the organization committee of this conference. I praise them for leading drive toward the success of this all-important 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference. Hopefully, all the working committee will be granted with blessing from Allah. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mahius, for the speech and officiating Techon 2021. Dear distinguished guests, also here with us today are our 6 prestigious keynote speakers. I would like to introduce our first keynote speaker, the Honorable Dr. Pipit Anggreni from Polytechnic Manufacturer Negeri Bandung, Indonesia. Dr. Pipit Anggreni specializes in automation engineering technology with more than 20 years of teaching experience in the field. Our second keynote speaker is the Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Fariza Khalid from University Kebangsaan Malaysia, UKM. Dr. Fariza Khalid is an Associate Professor at the Faculty of Education and currently the Deputy Director of Open and Distance Learning at the Center of Educational Extension, UKM. Our next keynote speaker is the Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Hiram Ting from UCSI University, Malaysia. Dr. Hiram is an Associate Professor in the Faculty of Hospitality and Tourism Management, UCSI, as well as the first and currently the only ambassador of Emerald Publishing in the East Asia region. Moving on to our fourth keynote speaker, the Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Shanti Farida binti Saleh from University Malaysia Sarawak, UNIMAS. Dr. Shanti Farida is an Associate Professor in the Faculty of Engineering, UNIMAS, where she has served as a lecturer for over 20 years. Her field of expertise are environmental issues and assessment, environmental impact assessment, chemical engineering, and chemical processes. Next, our fifth keynote speaker, Dr. Kardison Lumban Batu from Politeknik Negeri Pontianak, Indonesia. As well as our previous keynote speaker, Dr. Kardison has also served as lecturer for more than 20 years in the field of accounting, business and economics, taxation, marketing, statistics, and administrating. Last but certainly not least, our sixth keynote speaker, Associate Professor Dr. Sabrina binti Ahmad from University Technical Malaysia, Melaka, UTEM. Associate Professor Dr. Sabrina is currently the Deputy Dean of Research and Postgraduate Studies in the Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, UTEM. Her field of expertise are computer science and software engineering. We are more than pleased to have you here despite your busy schedule and very much looking forward to the fruitful and engaging keynote session. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take a moment for a virtual photo session. So kindly turn on your web camera and ready with your best smile. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Next, it is my pleasure to hand over to the moderators for the keynote session. Participants and keynote speakers can now join the assigned room for our next session. Thank you.
Okey, dengar tak? Okey, yang tu tadi adalah kita punya perasmian majlis perasmian. Jadi seterusnya saya serahkan kepada AJK Sesenci untuk bagi taklimat rasanya, Dr. Chen. Okey, dipersilakan.
Terima kasih timbalan pengarah program. Selamat pagi dan selamat sejahtera diucapkan kepada yang dihormati bersama kita Timbalan Pengarah PPI Dr. Saifuddin Umar Abdullah, yang berusaha UPIK PMU Dr. Hafsah, and then Pengarah Program Techon Encik Sobri, Timbalan Pengarah Program Encik Dr. Bong dan Encik nervous sikit. Okay. Ketua-ketua unit, ketua-ketua jabatan, serta tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, taklimat saya ingin bagi sedikit lah taklimat tentang perjalanan, perjalanan masa sesi session Techon berlangsung lah. Saya nak share sikit yang saya share screen lah. Selamat pagi sekali lagi. Ini adalah perkembangan bagi tim kami, iaitu JK moderator, tim session chair dan juga tim moderator kami lah. Ini adalah untuk pengetahuan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, yang ini adalah jadual yang kami sudah share kepada peserta dan juga pembentang Techon dalam grup WhatsApp. Yang ini adalah senarai yang terkini lah tentang hari dan waktu pembentangan, mengikut setiap room. Ada masa, paper, title. Semua ni dah share kepada grup mereka. Semalam yang ni sudah share dan kami sudah dapat sedikit feedback lah. Kami sudah dapat sedikit feedback. Ada sedikit pembetulan dari segi affiliation, dan juga ada satu lah case yang berkenaan dengan pertukaran masa lah, pertukaran masa. Ini just untuk makluman tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Dan perkara yang saya ingin share di sini tentang perjalanan Techon nanti, yang ini yang penting adalah untuk skrip kepada moderator lah. Untuk makluman moderator, yang ini adalah skrip moderator. Moderator akan bertugas pada session keynote, pada satu sesi keynote speech dan 2 sesi adalah parallel session presentation. Di sini saya ingin sharekan sedikit speech daripada moderator, terutamanya pada keynote speech di sini. Mula-mula kita akan moderator akan memberi grading lah, ladies and gentlemen dan sebagainya. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please, and then dengan mula greeting lah kepada semua. Di sini nak check ke teks boleh? Saya nak baca sepintas lalu lah. Greeting, ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Technology and Innovation International Conference Techon 2021 shall begin shortly. Esteemed keynote speaker, session chairs. Yang ni adalah sesi pada keynote speech. Saya ingat ini tak ada. Ini tak perlu. Pada sesi yang pertama, and then presenters and honorable audience and guests, good morning or good afternoon, and then salam, and then welcome the audience. I would like to extend a heartiest welcome to everyone. To the Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021. For everyone information, we are currently in room, yang ni adalah keynote speech. Masa dalam perancangan di sini adalah pukul 10.20 sampai 11.20 pagi lah. Dalam sesi pertama ni adalah keynote speech. Masa di sini adalah 1 jam lah dalam perancangan. Slot yang kedua seterusnya adalah intro kepada keynote speech. With great honor, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker at room, of category. Dia adalah associate professor, doktor dan sebagainya. From institutions, kepada moderator boleh lihatlah detail dekat link sini berkenaan dengan detail kepada keynote speaker. During the keynote speech, the audience could write down your questions, at the chat room, and I will read out, during the Q&A session. Without further delay and with great pleasure, let's begin our keynote speaker. Let us welcome, our keynote speaker to start the session. Bermulalah, kita tayangkan rakaman keynote speech yang disediakan oleh keynote masing-masing ikut room yang berbeza. And then kemudian kita selepas kita siap tayangan keynote speech, so masuk sesi Q&A. And then moderators akan read question from the audience, daripada chat box di situ. So selepas Q&A session dalam 1 jam, so kita masuk kepada closing session. So ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our keynote speech session of the Techon and Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021 for today. So for this for keynote speech session for today, so on behalf of the main organizer and working committee members, we would like to express our greatest appreciation towards our respected keynote speaker, audience, and honorable guests today for your participation and dedication towards for this morning session. So text ni saya ingat for this morning lah. So sesi pertama ni adalah morning for this morning session. So lepas tu kita ada sambung lagi lah, text pada tangan. So your participation and dedication towards successful conducting and partaking in this keynote speech session, it is in our humble hope that this session shall be of great benefit us or in our pursuit to self-improvement and knowledge enhancement. So ladies and gentlemen, parallel conference session will be followed up at 2 p.m. today, and all presenters are hoped to be ready in their respective virtual room lah by 1:45 p.m. So thank you, and salam. So sementara ni saya rasa tuan-tuan dan puan-puan boleh mencela lah, jika ada apa-apa nak buat penambahbaikan ke. So setakat ni
Dr. Chen, Dr. Chen. Dr. Chen, kalau tak ada soalan, orang tak tanya soalan, shouldn't be any problem kan? Dia punya keynote speaker available kan, kita just mainkan video dia.
Tak ada soalan.
Tak, maksud saya kan keynote speaker ni kita mainkan video dia kan, Dr. Chen?
Ya, betul. Kita mainkan video selepas video.
Dia arrive kau? Dia ada pada waktu tu kah?
Oh, dia juga kan?
I think we don't need to Q&A lah because sebab dia just kita mainkan video dia saja kan?
Dia itu kita confirm tak?
Ataupun dia available. Kena confirm dulu lah.
Kalau ikut hari itu dia available lah, yang bincang dengan Dr. Hafsah. So dia punya speech
semua available ke Dr. Bong? Semua
yeah.
available. Okay, semua datang waktu opening ceremony lah.
Yes.
Okay.
So dia around 40 minit untuk speech dia, and then kita around 10 minit or 15 minit untuk dia punya question A lah. So kita akan remind kita punya keynote speaker lagi lah.
Takut dia ada yang tak available, jadi kita tak perlu tanya kan.
Kalau yang tak available memang tak boleh elak tu, nanti kita akan maklum dengan moderator lah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you Dr. Bong, Dr. Chen.
Thank you Dr. Hafsah. So yang ni lah speech yang akan diberi oleh moderator daripada staff kita PMU. So slide yang seterusnya kita akan lihat masa parallel session, conference session. Dr. Tan ya.
The session chair will not follow the keynote speech. The session chair will they follow the event from the morning ataupun dia akan join pukul 2 petang aja?
Session chair akan join petang lah. Kalau dia mau join pagi pun okey. Tapi dia punya task start pada waktu petang untuk session chair. So pagi itu untuk keynote speaker dengan moderator satu. Dan moderator satu dia akan sambung kepada petang, sesi petang juga. So untuk moderator satu dia ada 2 task lah. Satu untuk keynote dan satu untuk presentation sesi pertama waktu petang. Kalau untuk moderator dua, dia akan pada sesi 2 sajalah.
Okay, they mean diorang di-invite lah untuk pergi dia punya itu kan? Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong saya nak tengok dia punya flow sebab saya nak fahamkan. They mean pagi ada sesi perasmian. Selepas sesi perasmian habis, dia punya sampai ambil foto habis. And then kita pecah kepada room. Masa room tu baru kita buat keynote speech, betul?
Yes, betul. Yes, correct.
Okay. Alright.
Sebab kita ada 6 keynote speaker ikut bilik, so kita ada 6 bilik lah. Yeah.
Okay.
So masing-masing akan dihandle oleh moderator satu. Yeah.
Okay.
And then moderator satu dia akan sambung pada petang jugalah. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus moderator satu lah. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Tan. Yes.
So if this is the case, they mean we might want to retain the word session chair dalam kita punya greetings tadi lah. Takut dia ada nanti kita tak sebut nanti.
Ya, ya.
Oh, tadi yang pertama
Just in
tu.
case, just in case kalau dia ada.
Kita akan jemput lah kalau mereka free, mereka akan join lah. Yes.
Ya, sekejap morning Dr. Din, if ada benda nak tambah, okay, our timbalan pengarah Dr. Saifuddin Kumar also here with us. Okay, if ada Dr. Din nak tambah ataupun make some recommendation, feel free to share, Dr. Din.
Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning to all of you. Saya masuk pun dah terlewat sikit, dah yang di atas-atas tu saya tak tahu apa yang berlaku sebab saya menghadiri seminar entrance Politeknik Ibrahim Sultan baru habis. You all go through first, only at the end of the day I nak tengok tentative program secara ringkas. This is very detailed, terperinci, which is very good. You can always discuss this. I don't mind. Yang ni. Saya nak tengok tentative program ni nanti dan laporkan satu persatu dia punya consequence of the event ataupun the continuity of the event. Nanti kita tengok, kita akan tengok mana penambahbaikan yang perlu dibuat. Macam keynote tadi tu, saya rasa tak ada masalah sangat. Saya nampak you are there. Saya nampak jemput keynote, dia bagi speech. And then Q&A ni, question and answer, is depend on us lah. If we have plenty of time. Kalau kita ada masa yang banyak, of course we can always allow the audience to ask question. Kalau kita tak ada masa, we should have like limited question, maybe 1 or 2 question to the panels. And also, always remember, keynote ni, dia lebih suka soalan tu beforehand. Untuk dia. Beforehand, you prepare the question, give them, and they will start to answer the question lah. Kalau macam you suddenly ask question, sometimes they don't have answer. They faham tak? So, it depends on you lah. Saya tak ada masalah sangat. Cuma kalau boleh shorten the time of Q&A lah, jangan panjang sangat. Maybe 1 or 2 burning question only lah. Alright? And bila you letak Q&A, when come to the Q&A session, kalau tak ada soalan, it will show our image lah. So please ask your lecturer to prepare 1 or 2 question to ask regarding to the title that they ceramah lah, mengikut ceramah yang dia bagi lah. Okay? I think at the moment not comment itu adalah penambahbaikan. So you go through everything and then I will see where you should do your penambahbaikan. And finally I want to see the tentative of the program. You read the tentative and then kita sama-sama buat penambahbaikan terhadap tentative tersebut. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Dr. Din.
Welcome.
Okay, so terima kasih. So untuk boleh saya teruskan untuk bahagian
proceed Dr. Chan.
Dr. Chan. Dr. Chan ke tadi?
Chan.
Please can you increase your volume little bit?
Okay, boleh.
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you Dr. Tin. Okay, so untuk parallel section kami ada dua parallel section. Ada dua sesi parallel section. So the first parallel section ni akan bermula pada petang lah. So ikut jadual pembentangan dia adalah pada pukul 2 petang sampai 4 petang. So speech ni disediakan kita akan dalam rancangan kita akan bermula 1.50 lah. So awal sedikit awal 10 minit ke sebelum mulanya pembentangan. So speech ni akan dibaca oleh moderator. So setahu saya ingat masa tu presenter sudah ada di dalam room lah. Sebab sesi pemendaftaran sudah bermula masa itu. So yang ni adalah skrip, greeting sama dengan tadi. Yang greeting. Lepas tu welcome the audience. So I would like to extend a heartiest welcome to everyone. So to the technology and Innovation International Conference Techon 2021. So for everyone's information, the conference will be conducted in 6 parallel sessions of 5 different categories, and we are currently in room of category. And then intro the session chair and moderator. With great honor, I would like to introduce our session chair for this session, Associate Professor from institution, and me as from institution as your moderator for the presentation session today. So yang ni adalah link lah, untuk detail kepada session chair, ada maklumat detail. And then yang ni this a rule lah, explaining the rules. So in this presentation session, only one presenter is allowed to present a paper. So each online presentation is limited to 15 minutes duration and consists of 10 minutes video presentation and the remaining 5 minutes for question and answer session. We would like to encourage all presenters to introduce themselves before commencing to their video presentations. So presenters will be notified 3 minutes prior to the end of the allocated presentation time.
Excuse me, Dr.
Yeah.
Chang.
Yeah,
Okay. This one is good. This one is good. I prefer if you can send it earlier to the presenter. This notification, send it earlier to all the presenters. Make sure they know the rules and regulation, the do and don'ts in the presentation, as well as you can read it when you start the presentation. But it is better for us to send it earlier to them, and they will know about what is the rules and regulation of the presentation. It's better.
Okay, boleh. So saya cuba akan remind.
This part only, this part only,
Ladies and gentlemen, the closing ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021, will begin shortly. For your information, the closing ceremony of Techon 2021 is also currently streaming live via Polytechnic Muka Facebook Live and Techon YouTube channel. Before we start, I would like to get your response on the quality of the visual and audio. Please respond and let me know if there are any issues. I also would like to remind all the audience to kindly mute your microphone throughout this ceremony. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon. Yang berbahagia, Bapak Mahyus, Patron of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021 and Director of Politeknik Negeri Sambas Indonesia. Yang berbahagia, Dr. Zubaidah binti Aman, Deputy Director General, Planning, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia. Yang berbahagia, Dr. Ishaq bin Muhammad, Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education. Yang berbahagia, Dr. Engineer Ahmad Taqwa, Director of Polytechnic Negeri Sriwijaya, Indonesia. Dr. Engineer Muhammad Tuasin Asha, Director of Polytechnic Negeri Pontianak, Indonesia. Yang berbahagia, Dr. Saifuddin Kumar bin Abdullah, Senior Assistant Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education. Yang berbahagia, Mr. Muhammad Sani bin Said, Acting Director of Polytechnic Muka Sarawak. Mr. Iskandar bin Ridwan, Deputy Director of Polytechnic Muka Sarawak. Directors and Deputy Directors, Head of Departments and Head of Units from Polytechnic and Community Colleges. The Honourable Keynote Speakers, Yang Berusaha, Dr. Hafsah binti Muhammad Sabli, Head of Research, Innovation and Commercialization Unit, Polytechnic Muka Sarawak. Yang Berusaha, Mr. Muhammad Sobri bin Suhaili, Program Director of Techon 2021, Deputy Directors, Session Chairs and Moderators, Main Organising Committees and Executive Committee Members of Techon 2021, Excellencies, distinguished guests, presenters, participants, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizers, we wish to extend a warm welcome, selamat datang and thank you to all foreign and local participants, guests of honor and representatives to the closing ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021. Thank you for your gracious presence this afternoon. I, Muhammad Syafiq bin Muhammad Nasaruddin from Polytechnic Muka Sarawak will be your MC today. For your information, the closing ceremony of Techon 2021 is now streaming live via Polytechnic Muka Facebook Live and Techon YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the ceremony with the National Anthem of Malaysia, Negaraku, followed by the National Anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, to seek blessings for our event today, I would like to invite Ustaz Muhammad Shah Aziz Amir bin Sahmat to lead the doa recitation. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let us raise our hands together and pray Allah for a smooth ceremony. Before starting the prayer, allow me to lead the closing prayer by praying according to the religion of Islam. Al-Fatiha. Amin amin bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allahumma innaka khallaqul azim, innaka sami'ul alim, innaka ghafurur rahim, innaka rabbul arshil azim. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, we praise your greatness and your beneficence for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us on this day with full affection and happiness. May our present today will become proof of your love toward us as we gather here to seek for just a small piece of your endless knowledge. Ya Allah, Ya Rahim, we thank you for the blessings that you pour upon us in organizing the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference, Techon 2021. This has benefited us, especially in establishing friendship between fellow human beings, the best creature that you have created from all creatures of your creation. Ya Allah, our presence here is nothing but to increase our competency in the field of education. For that, Ya Allah, instill the nature of your gracious and merciful to us, so that the knowledge we gain will benefit us in this life and the hereafter. Ya Allah, the determinant of the future. The future belongs to our next generation. Make us a generation of faith and pity, a generation that respect for parents and predecessors, a generation of quality human beings, in order to bring this nation to progress within your preference. There is no other hope but to hope that your barakah and redha will always accompany us. Ya Allah, Ya Zal Jalali wal Ikram, with the end of this conference, we hope you to bestow knowledge and strength to all of us, strengthen our unity and increase our sustenance. Ya Allah, the most forgiving, forgive our sins and wrongdoings, forgive the sins of our parents and the sins of our leaders. Fulfill our prayers and requests. You are all powerful. Ya Allah, only to you do we worship and ask for help. Answer our prayers, Ya Allah. Only to you do we serve and only to you do we ask for help. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'an marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma wa la taj'alillahumma fina wa la ma'ana wa la man yatba'una shaqiyan wa la matruda wa la mahruma. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Thank you Ustaz Muhammad Shah Aziz Amir for the doa recitation. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next agenda, let us take a moment to watch a special montage presentation of Techon. Please enjoy. distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I would like to invite the Acting Director of Polytechnic Muka Sarawak, yang berbahagia, Mr. Muhammad Sani bin Said, to deliver his welcoming speech. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most gracious. Yang berbahagia Bapak Mahyus, Patron of 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021 and Director of Polytechnic Negeri Sambas, Indonesia. Yang berbahagia Dr. Zubaidah binti Aman, Deputy Director General Planning, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Dr. Ishaq bin Muhammad, Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Dr. Engineer Ahmad Taqwa, Director of Polytechnic Negeri Sriwijaya, Indonesia. Dr. Insinyur H. Muhammad Tosin, Director of Polytechnic Negeri Pontianak, Indonesia. Yang berbahagia Dr. Saifuddin Kumar bin Abdullah, Senior Assistant Director of Research and Innovation Center, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education. Mr. Iskandar bin Ridwan, Deputy Director of Polytechnic Muka. Director and Deputy Director, Head of Departments and Head of Units from Polytechnics and Community Colleges. The respected keynote speakers yang berusaha Mr. Muhammad Sobri bin Suhaili, Program Director of Techon 2021, Deputy Directors, Juries and Moderators, Main Organizing Committees, and Executive Committee members of Techon 2021, distinguished guests, presenters, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Organizing Committee, it is my great honor and pleasure to welcome you to the closing ceremony of the Technology and Innovation International Conference, or Techon 2021. Alhamdulillah, all praise to be Allah for His grace and mercy for the successful accomplishment, as today marks the end of the renowned event. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this year's conference holds special value because it is the first Techon to run on a digital platform, as we want our guest speakers, presenters, and participants to stay safe and maintain social distancing. I would like to extend my highest gratitude to our honorable guests, the Deputy Director General Planning, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia, Dr. Zubaidah binti Aman. It is truly an honor to have you here with us today. I would also like to express my deep appreciation to the organizing committees, Research and Innovation Center of Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, with the collaboration of Polytechnic Negeri Sambas, Indonesia, Polytechnic Muka Sarawak, Polytechnic and College Community Zone Borneo, Polytechnic Negeri Sriwijaya, Indonesia, and Polytechnic Negeri Pontianak, Indonesia, for making this conference a success. Thank you for the immense hard work to seamlessly transition this conference to the digital platform. Your astounding commitment and cooperation towards the accomplishment of the event have brought us to this day, has not wavered despite the setback caused by the global pandemic. Not to forget, a special thanks to our strategic partner, IANA Miracle Training and Consultancy Center, for this outstanding collaboration. Distinguished guests, it is also my great pleasure to welcome our keynote speakers, Dr. Pipit Agriani from Polytechnic Manufaktur Negeri Bandung, Indonesia, Associate Professor Dr. Fariza Khalid from University Kebangsaan Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Hiram Ting from UCSI University of Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Shanti Faridah binti Saleh from University Malaysia Sarawak, Dr. Kadison Lumban Batu from Polytechnic Negeri Pontianak, and Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Sabrina binti Ahmad from University Technical Malaysia, Malacca. We value your insights into this important topic that I know affects all of us here today. Additionally, we very much appreciate the enlightenment you have provided to our participants throughout the whole event as you share your unparalleled expertise. Last but not least, I would like to thank and congratulate all the participants around the countries for partaking in this conference. This conference has not taken place in its normal physical space, but that has not deterred your effort or professionalism. With the leading edge technology, we are able to gather here, each with their exceptional innovations with its own purpose, to reach one goal, which is in strengthening TVET education in the Industrial Revolution during the COVID-19 pandemic. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, together towards tomorrow is a key for us to strive in this pandemic era. Thus, by gathering intellectuals from home and abroad, academicians, researchers, and innovators, I believe that this conference may yield breakthrough innovations in empowering our TVET educations. To conclude my speech, I am proud to be part of this initiative and looking forward to our next conference session in the near future. Stay safe, stay vigilant. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Sani bin Said, for the welcoming remarks. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Next, I am honored to invite Yang Berbahagia, Dr. Zubaida binti Aman, the Deputy Director General Planning, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, to deliver her speech and officiate the closing of Techon 2021. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most gracious. Yang Berusaha, Bapak Mahyus, Patron of 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021 and Director of Polytechnic Negeri Sambas, Kalimantan Barat, Indonesia. Mr. Muhammad Sani bin Said, Acting Director of Polytechnic Mukah, Sarawak, Malaysia. Advisors, Chairman and Deputy Chairman, Director and Deputy Director from Polytechnics and Community Colleges, Head of Departments, Program Directors and Deputy Directors, Juries and Moderators, Main Organizing Committees and Executive Committee, members of this conference. Distinguished guests, presenters, participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon. Alhamdulillah, I feel honored and blessed given this opportunity to address all of you at this closing ceremony of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021, a renowned and prestigious conference where researchers from all over the world gather to present and make known their innovative ideas, recent findings and trends, as well as cues of the forthcoming direction in related fields for the benefits of TVET education in the Industrial Revolution IR 4.0. This conference, which was held for 2 days from 14 to 15 September 2021, is indeed timely. Ladies and gentlemen, it is nearly 2 years since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic hit the world early last year, and it has forced us to embrace the new norms while carry on living our daily life. Schools and higher education institutions are closed, and teachers and students need to move away from conventional teaching and learning to online and hybrid mode of learning. As the contagious outbreak is still present out there, we are meeting today virtually at the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021, which is held online for the first time. Despite the tough and strenuous challenges emerged as the result of COVID-19 pandemic, We cannot afford to lose by simply ignoring and neglecting the tremendous opportunity provided and available in this challenging period, which can be exploited for us to make adjustment and better improve the conventional practices that we used to before, especially in technical and vocational educational and training or TVET arena. I believe this effort can be materialized by series of multi-level stakeholders engagement combined with continuous research and development to come out with fresh ideas and novel approaches in adopting the new norms and practices in today's world. This is in line with the theme of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021 this year, which is Strengthening TVET Education in the Industrial Revolution, IR 4.0, during COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. Ladies and gentlemen, according to a report by McKinsey, between 3.3 million and 6 million jobs are expected to be created in Malaysia by 2030. But with the new age of automation, Industrial 4.0, preparation and training are fast becoming the critical factor as the new workforce would need new skills. Malaysia recently launched its Skill Malaysia 2.0 program, which is an effort from the government as it aims to boost more participation in technical and vocational education and training, or TVET. While Malaysia's current TVET participation is at 80%, our neighbouring country, Singapore, which has also similar program, has been providing credit for all its 25 years old, so they could attend work skill related courses, which see several participation even from those above 40 years old. As much as companies need to upgrade their system in light of automation, our TVET graduates too will need to be prepared for a rapidly evolving future of work. There will be demand for talent, but our TVET graduates everywhere will need to rethink traditional notion of where they work, how they work, and what talent and capabilities they bring to that work. We will need to target the right new skills. For example, data scientists, data engineers, technology architects, designers, and so on. There are broad new capabilities that will be in demand too, such as digital literacy and cognitive, social, and emotional skills. Ladies and gentlemen, a disrupted TVET education caused by the COVID-19 outbreak has created a great concern among TVET providers globally. A survey among 126 countries conducted by the International Labour Organization, UNESCO, and World Bank last year predicted long-term social and economic consequences that can create an unwanted COVID-19 generation of workers who possesses a lower quality jobs with lower earnings over their lifetime, if effective measures to remedy this phenomenon not accordingly put in place. Unfortunately, this is all happened while we were in our concerted effort to address the rapid changing of skill set demanded by the industry players, especially in the present digital transformation and the fourth industrial revolution. Hence, it is our ultimate purpose in this 2 days conference, converging and listening to ideas and thought from various distinguished speakers and dedicated researchers on how to confront the predicament of the COVID-19 pandemics to ensure that the quality of TVET education is not being compromised. As the main TVET education providers in Malaysia, the Department of Polytechnic and Community College, through its 36 polytechnics and 104 community colleges, will always make it an all-out effort to ensure our mission in providing access to quality and recognized TVET programs for our youth, regardless of what condition and circumstances, including in this challenging era, can be delivered accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to inform all of us on how important it is for us to work together as a team to ensure we produce the quality TVET graduates that meet the industry demand, and for us to produce future workforce not only for our country, Malaysia, but also for the world. In Malaysia, the TVET education is administered through 11 different ministries, including Ministry of Higher Education and Ministry of Education. To consolidate all the TVET players, the National TVET Council, or MTVET, was set up in February 2021 to improve coordination of the country's technical and vocational education and training, or TVET, ecosystem, to ensure its root as a national agenda. Apart from industry figures and academic representatives who are also strategic partners in sharing data, expertise, technology, new knowledge, and significant researchers from the benefit of policymakers and TVET practitioners, the Council comprises members from various other ministries and agencies. Three strategic thrusts, namely integrated and coordinated governance, industry-driven TVET, and TVET shaping the future, as well as 12 empowerment strategies have been outlined to empower TVET as a national agenda. In addition, 6 key initiatives have been tabled to set the direction for TVET's empowerment agenda, namely formulating sustainable financing models, developing policies to encourage industry participation, creating the national TVET branding, establishing the TVET collaboration hub, establishing TVET program policies, and developing TVET big data. Strategic collaboration across ministries, supported by industry involvement, will be implemented continuously to ensure that educational institutions will be able to plan and train students with knowledge and skill that meet industry needs. Ladies and gentlemen, realizing the importance of perpetual dialogue on in addressing issues in TVET education and industry revolution IR 4.0, particularly in the unsound coronavirus disease pandemic, I believe the Technology and Innovation International Conference is the right platform for us to express and convey our findings, suggestions, and recommendations to tackle the recent and future issues predicted in TVET arena. JPPKK, via its Research and Innovation Center, appreciates and welcomes such endeavors where cooperation in research and innovations among participants from various countries is nurtured and encouraged in order to produce high-impact solutions that can be applied to address the current and expected issues regarding TVET. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all committed participants, researchers, innovators, and presenters who took part in this event and publicized their findings and innovation for the sake of growing body of knowledge in specific areas of interest. The tradition of knowledge dissemination through seminar and conference like this should be carried on in future to further catalyze the culture of research and innovation collaborations among us, academicians and industry practitioners. Finally, I would like to extend a huge compliment to all the committee members of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021 who gave their enormous efforts, days and nights since last year to make this notable event successful, despite the challenges and hassle throughout the realization of this event. I believe this event will become a good benchmark for other conferences planned in the future. Thank you also to the co-organizers and strategic partners for the excellent cooperation throughout the successful of this event. Ladies and gentlemen, let me end my remarks today with these quotes by Jack Canfield for our inspiration. Change is inevitable in life. You can either resist it and potentially get run over by it, or you can choose to cooperate with it, adapt to it, and learn how to benefit from it. When you embrace change, you will begin to see it as an opportunity for growth. I would close my remark and officially announce the closing of the 6th Technology and Innovation International Conference 2021. I wish you all the best in your future plannings and stay safe. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Yang Berbahagia Dr. Zubaidah binti Aman, for the meaningful speech and for officiating the closing of Techon 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, next we would like to call upon the Honorable Head of Panel, Associate Professor Dr. Johari Abdullah from Faculty of Computer Science and IT, University Malaysia Sarawak, UNIMAS, to give his commentary speech. Please welcome. Thank you to Associate Professor Dr. Johari Abdullah for his fruitful comments. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we have all been waiting for has finally arrived. The winners of the Best Presenter Awards, Best Engineering Paper Awards, and Best Non-Engineering Paper Awards will be known any moment from now. First off, on behalf of the organizers, we would like to thank all the participants for your submissions. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I will now announce the award recipients for Techon 2021.
serendah RM4.99 dan tambah menu sampingan serendah RM1, RM2 atau RM3. Tambah lebih, jimat lebih. Barulah sedap hingga menjilat jari.
Are you too young or too late to start investing? In the 20s, you say, I'm so young, I need to have more saving first before I start investing. Then in 30s, 40s, you say,
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the awards presentation just now brings this event to an end. Before we dismiss, we would like to invite all the participants to turn on your web camera for virtual photo session. Please share with us your best smile. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again. 1, 2, 3. Alright, thank you very much for your cooperation. We would like to thank all the invitees, excellencies, and all the participants. On behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to express our apology if there had been any shortcomings throughout these two-day events. See you in the next Techon. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Please welcome